Alrighty. So we are back. Oh, crap. I just realized as we went live, I had a late edition. Thank you, Michael. You guys cannot be heard yet because I forgot to add that part. So, technical issues. I swear. It's technical issues. Um, yeah, you know what? I'm going to keep it live because I think I can do this. We'll see. That's true. Uh, Danielle said it would take a minute for people to start streaming or trickling in, anyways, and that is absolutely true. Let me just see if I can. Oh, this is going to be weird. Oh, that's not what I wanted, but that's okay. Come on, get down there. Oh, really? No, it's just not being nice. All right. So, you guys are up live finally. So, now we're live fully. Um, Technical issues. This is Hidden Worlds Discoveries. I am Brian Donahue, your one-legged GM. And what we have with us today. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves, and then we'll catch up to where we're at. So, I just realized I got some screwy going on too. Yeah, I see that. That's again technical issues. That I can fix though. Woohoo! Maybe hang on. Let's see.
Well, while
Transition.
Brian's working
There
on
we
that,
go. All
I'm
right.
I'm I'm Michael. I am one of the I'm I played Imp during our Restore Core series. I'm one of the devs here. Uh and
Yep.
was one of the myself and my wonderful writing partner here were two of the primary workers on the other handbook.
Absolutely.
And as we let's out last week, we are also together working on the Victorian supplement. So tonight's the perfect night for all of us
Yes.
to be here.
Yes.
And I am Danielle, and I've been playing WD-42 on our Restore Core.
Yes. Otherwise known as Sassy Squatch. And an amazing Sasquatch. And an amazing demigod from Imp as well. So last 2 weeks ago, last time we were here,
on our last adventures.
In our last adventures, yes. So Hidden Worlds Discoveries, for those of you who've never been on before or who've never seen this before, we go through and we are doing live world building for Hidden Worlds Refined Core, which is my world for my role playing game, Hidden Worlds. Set in a modern day urban fantasy as the original release. As we just talked about, Danielle and Michael are working on the Victorian London setting. I'm currently working on a sci-fi setting called Fringe, plus another couple options that are going to be really, really fun when we get to them. All that being said, last time we were here, we do this in 2 stages. The first week of the month that we do is we start with an interesting idea, and we literally don't plan any of it until we get online. So last week we started with, for those of you who are looking at the notes, we started with creating a brand new EIS or oh man, I can't remember what that stands for now. You'd think
Wasn't
I'd
like
know
it.
that since I created it. But
We don't work with them a lot, which is probably to our detriment.
uh anyways, they're basically private detectives who are licensed to go after the monsters because the government agency can't handle them all.
They're too busy.
They're too busy with the world-shattering stuff, so the little stuff tends to get dropped to the independent, esoteric, independent something.
Service
No.
specialists.
Specialist, thank you. Yes, that's it.
Knew we'd get there sometime.
Oh my gosh. It's going to be one of those days, huh?
It's been a long day for everyone, I think.
Yes, it has. For those of you who are not in the Great White North here in the Midwest, yeah, you're lucky because it's been fun.
Oh, it
We've got
has.
diving
Anyways.
beds where I am.
Yeah, we aren't quite there, but it took me about twice as long to get home, which is why I'm a little bit discombobulated starting this. So, the EIS agency that we started, that we talked about, created on the fly last week, we decided is New Orleans based. They've got a small main office, but and a bunch of smaller independent offices or smaller corporate offices around. Talking a lot about it. We've got a lot of their branch offices are actually found in back rooms of bars or conference rooms of museums, that sort of thing. About 40% of the members are actually others, which would be very interesting because this was actually started originally as a private detective security agency in Victorian New Orleans, because that's where we went.
It was in our head since a certain someone was heading there.
Yep, yep.
Me?
And
Yes.
that was you, yes.
Yes, I still
And-
contributed.
and you did still contribute. So, this agency was founded by a damn fear, which a damn fear is a part vam. Wait, did I get that right? Yes.
Dampier are the half human, half soul vampires.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. They're
Vampire.
the soul suckers, not the
We were
blood
like,
suckers.
what's a perfect place for soul vampires?
Yep, pretty much. So this Damphir, young Daphne, thanks to one of our wonderful
Delphinium.
yeah, Delphinium, but our one of our wonderful listeners came up with the name Daphne. And my imagination went terrible, and Danielle quickly followed with well, Daphne, we created the Mystery Machinations Agency Incorporated. Yes, they do tend to drive an Enigma carriage. And the rest of her primary team. So Daphne is the socialite financier, basically. Federico Delgado is, of course, the Spaniard gentleman. He's the muscle of the group.
Full ascot.
Full ascot, of course. I mean, it's Victorian times, right? So it all fits in. Vestal Addington is our British Ivy League trained. She is the mental corrupted, whatever they're called, I forget. By the way, for those of you who don't understand how I don't remember this stuff, when you are constantly creating all of this content, you forget some things.
The
true.
answer to that question is just talk to a writer.
Yep.
It always happens.
This is why I keep this handy, by the way. Folks.
Exactly. And that is the book that mine is over here.
Mine is here. I've been rearranging this room. So I was like, where is it?
All right, you wanted corrupted.
And it's
Drayden.
the Drayden, yes.
And finally, the best character, the
best character of all. We combined Shaggy and Scooby, and we have Norbert Wagner, our Mastiff Thrope. Yep.
And
Mastiff Thrope tracker.
And the other part of that is Norbert is canon.
Norbert is absolutely canon. And Norbert is, I have decided that Norbert is long lineage, many times removed, of the current Norbert that operates the esoteric wing of the warehouse in OTA headquarters, in Section 28 headquarters.
Well, I love that idea, Smoketail. Unfortunately, cyborgs currently cannot exist in our system.
Not yet. Wait till Fringe. Hint, hint.
The closest we could get is a construct.
Mhm.
Yeah. Much like Glitch, actually.
But that would be
With some
Clockwork.
more mechanical parts.
It'd be a
Actually,
clockwork construct.
At least part clockwork would be a cyborg, but yes.
But that could be the next generation.
Yep. Anyway, so yes, Norbert's a Mastiff Thrope. Because, by the way, Mastiffs and Great Danes are the exact same dog.
At least relatively breed.
Yeah, to say it was close enough to the breed that it's funny enough and won't get us sued.
You know what? I think I have a strange feeling just in my head. Norbert just has like this scruffy, scraggly beard and this hair that just is like super long, and like never kept, almost shaggy looking, if you will.
Very, very shaggy looking. Yes. Yep. Yes. And can partially talk when transformed into the Mastiff. Has a hard time with, yeah, partially. So that's where we're at. So that's as far as we got, because we spent way too much time diving into the rabbit trail that is Mystery Machinations Agency Incorporated, because that's the way we roll.
Make Norbert a Tibetan Mastiff. They're fluffy.
Done.
Why not? Do it.
I'll allow it. Absolutely. Thank you, Smoketail.
The fluffiest of boys.
Oh, just had to Google it. Yep.
Yep.
Oh,
yep.
the floof.
Yep. All right. So that's because that won't draw any attention in Victorian New Orleans.
Oh my gosh.
So
it is pure aloof.
Yep. I've seen pictures of them. Yes, absolutely. I gotta tape that in here, else I will forget it.
Yeah, yeah, you're putting that in there.
Yes.
Done. All right.
That's right into Corrupted.
Yes, thank you.
I do appreciate that Frederico is the only human.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yes. Oh, and Daphne was chasing her sire.
Yes, Daphne was primarily chasing her sire when she founded the agency.
She was trying to solve the mystery of where her sire went.
And this agency does exist all the way into modern times. It is canon, and I'll eventually release some details. We'll probably do some details about that at some point.
Mm-hmm.
But for our one shot, we're going to do a Victorian New Orleans
mystery
adventure.
We want to go. I was gonna say, do you want to go? You'd
almost say that we're going to absolutely do it well.
We could go very classic with the one shot mystery.
Oh yeah.
Necromancer into undead horde in an above ground graveyard, because there are no underground graveyards in
Very true.
Well, no staked identified.
Yes.
There are plenty of underground graves. They're just with houses on top of them.
Do
That would
we
be a
set this?
Oh,
Lots and
Do
lots
we
of
set
fun.
this up as somewhere somehow? We have to because it's Mystery Machinations Agency Incorporated. That also sounds terrifyingly like a mouse program as well. Anyways,
uh, I
Oh, we're glad.
there has to be a man in a mouse. There has to be a person in a
A man in
mask.
a mouse.
yeah. No, Danielle just gave me a really good idea.
Mouse.
Motivation for our necromancer
Uh-huh.
is land grabbing. It's a um very in theme with the mystery machinations. It's a
Okay.
land grab.
That
And
works.
so they're specifically raising undead in those unmarked graves with houses on them.
So
Sorry, I'm
literally
looking-
making hauntings.
First of all, I love that. I was looking
Essentially.
for my glasses so I could actually see what I'm typing.
Yeah. So that's it. So like the big thing is discovering who done it. And a little bit of combat in there because there's the zombies and ghouls and that kind of stuff.
Mostly minor because let's face it, Mystery Machinations Agency Incorporated is not set up for combat, but far more
Fred can punch a
Trap.
zombie and everyone runs.
trap based.
They are at the same
Collaboration.
time. I'm looking at their setup, and they are not pushovers.
Oh no, they're
you
not.
have a Drayden, a Thrope, and a Dampier. They are not pushovers.
A big doggy too.
Yes.
So
land grab scheme.
So
Not seen.
Because I was thinking also something that could be run either with mystery machinations or with if everyone wanted to create the if people wanted to move these people into like management positions, and this is a new team. You're like people are playing a new team.
Although the fun part is that when we do go to release this as a PDF eventually, yes, that is coming, folks. We get to sit down and stat out Mystery Machinations Agency Inc. I can't wait. That'll be fun.
I'm gonna have fun with Frederico. That's all I gotta say.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All right, so land grab scheme by Necromancer specializes in zombies, right?
Yeah, zombies. Zombies are nice, slow, crunchies.
Yep.
Everyone loves bashing the skulls of zombies in.
Yep.
They're already
cannot
dead.
go wrong with zombies.
That's right. Don't have to worry about hurting their feelings.
It's absolutely not at all. So, Tail, there is no comparison between our creation and that other show involving zombies on an island.
There is absolutely no actionable similarities between this and
I'll be honest, I have never seen that whatever that thing is. And I just thought of like how could you combine New Orleans, because I literally was just there, and kind of like how it is and some of the key features of it.
We aren't setting this in the bayou, so
yeah, it's not in the bayou, it's in the town. It's in New Orleans itself.
It is actually in town, so that is very different. Looking for new land to raise.
Well, he's basically using the zombies to them are using the zombies to drive people out of homes or whatever, so that the land is now available for him to purchase.
The land was pricey even then.
Yep.
Now it's worth millions, so
drive residents away to sell cheap. I can absolutely see this. Legitimately, this guy is just he's just a real estate baron. That's all he is.
I was gonna say, are either a real estate or Railroad Baron.
No, I'm feeling like real estate.
Did New Orleans really have that much railroad?
I don't know that it would have been as much, but I think I can see real estate because this is the modern day flipper, except that they're dirty pooling getting the residents out.
But yeah, no, I like that.
It'd be
Real
more the
estate baron.
streetcar than the.
Also, I have an idea for I have an inkling of an idea for a bigger thing to this.
Okay.
Um, the Baron Necromancer is part of a larger organization of different, like you have your residential baron there and there, but there's also the railroad barons, and
Oh, that could be fun to play with. We're not going to develop it much for this, but let's keep that in mind because I kind of dig that idea.
right? Because a necromancer is going to need a large, for lack of a better term, battery to keep raising these zombies.
All right, so we got to come up with a terrible name for this organization of villains because it's just
Okay, so some sort of all
What year is it?
barons. I think we said 1870.
1870.
I'm trying to
yeah.
remember.
I think we were late 1800s. I think I don't know.
Yeah, late 80s.
We'd have to
Late
check
1800s.
Yeah, we'd have to.
Did we
check
even write that up? I don't even remember.
I never wrote it down, but we discussed it at some point.
Yeah.
We discussed that it was absolutely Victorian. We'll come up with a number at some point.
Mhm.
Yeah. Some sort of. Hmm.
All right. So villain group.
The Cajun cohorts.
Well,
no, this is gonna be national.
Oh,
it's
national. Oh, the national barons. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's national. Like famous big
Robber
names that would
barons,
be part of this
basically.
would be like your Rockefellers, your
Yep.
The robber
yeah.
barons.
Yes, yeah, the robber baron type.
Mhm.
And think of that on the esoteric side. So this is think between the robber barons and the mafia, but throw in the esoteric stuff, which is terrible to think about.
And we're totally going to expand on it at some point.
Oh, totally. Absolutely.
Supplement book to the London Victorian.
Yes.
Yep. I like it.
We gotta get one of them written first.
Yes. All right. Villain group, which makes it a worldwide organization, by the way.
Yep.
All right. It's got to have a terrible Victorian name. Just.
I'm trying to think of like an acronym.
Yeah.
That simultaneously all like actually makes sense.
Yeah. So I'm thinking like tycoons, magnates.
We'll come up with that name
Uncles.
later.
Yes. We are taking. We are. And by the way, as folks, we are always taking suggestions.
Yes. Yes. As Smoketail has already found out. All right. Let's see here. So, this land grab scheme. What's the primary objective for the group? For the player characters.
To this, they are to discover who is stop the zombies, and then discover who is raising the zombies so they can stop that person.
I can't spell worth a darn today.
And this probably comes to light because whatever their headquarters is becomes one of the targets.
Probably.
Mhm.
Stop the zombies.
Their office, their office on Bourbon Street.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Uh, stop the zombies. Discover the necromancer. Discover the necromancer's evil plan. In caps and quotes, because that's exactly what it would be.
So they have to
How?
unmask the necromancer.
Yep. To the authorities. Got it. Awesome. Terrible. I love it. All right. So.
It's simple, but difficult.
Yep. Okay. So, what's our setting? Not just New Orleans, but French Quarter.
French Quarter is
Yeah,
pretty classic.
French Quarter. And that has Bourbon Street, so
Yep.
Yep.
I cannot spell it all today. This is terrible. So the setting is a French Quarter.
hmm
Um,
I don't know why, but I kind of want to make there's I would have to know, could we use a restaurant that currently exists
only
as
if they
their,
go back 200 years, 150 years.
because they specifically have a seance room in the restaurant, and it almost makes perfect sense that that's actually the
We'd have to get permission before I'd even approach that to publish.
I know, but
Yeah.
it's so perfect.
But who knows?
You know
All
what?
right.
well,
Their
the
office.
the oldest restaurant in New Orleans is Antoine's, which apparently is already a setting of a murder mystery novel.
Yeah. How about this? I'll split the difference because it's a Jefferson Square. Jefferson Square is where their office is located.
Okay.
It has the restaurant with the it has one of the greatest places to get your beignets at, and it also has the restaurant with the um seance room there. So one of their offices, so their office in the French Quarter is in Jefferson Square.
Okay. Cool. Which means that this happens to be coming up against their main office, not one of their little subsidiary offices.
Yeah.
Which is even funnier. All right. So the setting is the French Quarter.
If we don't want to like worry about copyright, we could just pick something that didn't get established till like the early 1900s, and
Yeah.
it had a different name.
That's
Exactly.
true. That's fair. Okay.
Most of
So
the restaurants became restaurants.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So settings in French Quarter. What else do we need? Bad guy.
Oh, name a bad guy.
Bad person.
Okay, does he have the curly mustache?
He has a top
It's
hat.
it's Victorian. Yes.
The top hat and the curly mustache. Oh.
So are we going? Oh, I feel like we almost have to go male for this, right?
I'm with that. Yeah. Jean.
Hmm?
Jean. That Jean.
Yep.
Jean.
Okay.
Jean Renault.
Like Fox.
All right.
I need something super hoity-toity last name.
Actually, I like the D on there better.
Oh, I thought you said Renard. Renard. Like the French. Let's see. Jean Renaud. There's so many things. I mean, do something.
It's terrible.
Last name.
Demort.
Demort. Mr. Demort.
Then we go with a classic like Moreau.
No, I mean, Mort is death. So
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
literally, the bad guy is John
Renaud
Death.
the Mort.
If
John
the
the
mouse can be cruel lady of the city.
Yep. Yep. All right. I like that. So his description is tall, wears a black. Why not? Tux with tails. Classy. Classy necromancer.
Kane with how over the top do we want to make him?
Oh,
Why we got
we're
the
doing
gang.
a Scooby Doo. We're doing a Scooby Doo mystery thing here. It's absolutely over the top.
His cane, which doubles as his casting implement.
Okay.
The head of it is a skull with diamonds for eyes.
Oh
Oh,
god.
I like that.
So cliche, love it.
It's a silver skull, and it's like black. It's like a black lacquered cane.
It's ebony. It's ebony wood.
Ebony.
Absolutely.
Yeah, ebony wood.
Skull.
It's also an artifact.
Yep.
Um,
And we'll come up with the
ebony
properties
cane?
for. That'll be ugly for controlling undead. Yep.
what was that?
So it'll be great for controlling undead.
That's exactly what it's an artifact for.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So first of all, I like the
uh,
fact that we're actually staying away from witch doctors.
Yes.
And he wears a monocle. He doesn't need it. The monocle lets him see ghosts.
Ooh,
Oh,
I like.
that's going to be just jam packed full of stuff all the time.
Oh yeah, no, it's another minor artifact.
Yep. But I mean, it's
Like-
just going to be like, there's times it's like, all right, I got to take this off because I got to walk through here. Can't see for,
Yeah, I was like,
See
how do you
ghosts.
make somebody he's gonna have like some goon backups and of course, zombies and ghouls. But
black.
at the same time, thinking about how much power it would take to continually raid zombies, he needs artifacts.
What do you call that style mustache? There's a specific
Handlebar?
name for it.
No, handlebar goes
No.
down. That's
Oh.
a
Curly Q?
It's not the actual name for it.
Yeah. There's a guy who lives around here who actually has that mustache. I can't remember.
it is a handlebar mustache.
Is it a handlebar? Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was like, thought it was. Because he waxes his and everything, so. The other choice is the Imperial, which has just a little bit more hair.
No,
Doesn't
I
come
like
as
that.
quite to a
I like
point.
that. I like the handlebar. Let's see here.
But no goatee.
No goatee.
Correct. No, just the mustache. Top hat. And a black cape with a red velvet lining.
This guy started the cliches.
Oh, absolutely. Yep. It's terrible. I love it.
And the rest of his organization are like, really? That's what you're going with?
No. They're down for this. Every person in the organization either has to carry a signet ring if it wanted to make it like obvious that they just do not care if people know that they're all part of the same secret society.
When you're rich and powerful, who cares?
Yeah. Or a pocket watch with it's they all have a signet ring that has the public face of the society on it, and then they each carry a pocket watch with the secret
I
logo
love that
on the inside. So there are like members that are at different levels. Not like an MLM, but more think
honestly,
other...
Hierarchies.
Other secret societies that may have hierarchies and have come from people who work with stones.
Oh God, they call themselves the consummate gentlemen.
Oh dear God, yes. Hang on, that's
Oh, that's terrifying.
minions.
And you've been rambling. I've been like clicking through the sources over here. I just landed on consummate.
I misspelled consummate. How do we spell that?
CONSUMMATE.
Oh,
Two M's.
missed the M. All right. I
Means
love that
showing
as
exceptional knowledge, experience, or skill in a field.
where's my
And I think the deeper logo, they refer to themselves as the Barons.
they all dress to the nines. They all dress because they're all consummate gentlemen. So it's always a suit. It's always a proper look. Um, I'm gonna rate this. This group will survive at some point. They have to. Because it's too funny.
Honestly, the consummate gentlemen are probably going to end up in the main Victorian book.
I like it. I
Oh
dig it.
God, yes, definitely now.
I dig it.
They might be our primary villain group of the Victorian era.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm thinking that's the minions for this guy. Are we thinking that that's the group of the? Oh, that could absolutely be the name of the larger villain organization.
Yeah, with the beepers, with the members that have the pocket watch with the logo, they refer to themselves as barons. It's the baronial council.
Oh, that's too funny. All right.
What did I do?
Hold on. Members that were probably part of the consummate gentlemen from history. Well, lots of politicians.
Yep.
Oh, and it's just as deep as like the skulls. Is that the one that's at the Ivy Leagues? Is it the skulls or
The Ivy League one? Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
what is
It's
it?
like what?
Skull and Bones? That's it.
Skull and Bones, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh. Or the more outlandish conspiracy theories of the Masons, the high level Masons, that sort of thing. Yeah, this is terrible. I love it. Watch.
I don't think if it's not an episode where you say that, we aren't doing things right.
What?
Has there ever been a time?
No, this is horrible. This is horrible. I love it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
you've said that literally every episode.
Again, this is why we do this literally.
Baron has one R.
Does it?
Otherwise, it's a Baron.
Oh, well. Now I got to come up with that stupid logo. It's terrible. All right.
You're going to enjoy every second of that.
I don't have any time, but yes, I really do want to.
You've got time. It's going to take us a little bit.
Yeah. All right. So.
All
right. So I think what is his? All right. So he's the necromancer.
Yeah. So his minions are his zombies.
His minions are zombies.
Well, he's got to have human minions as well.
He has your classic
Dumb and Dumbers.
Well, yes, he does have your classic Dumb and Dumbers.
But he's got to have the gentleman's secretary. I mean, he's got to have those.
He'll have a valet, a secretary, a lawyer.
Yep.
A driver, yeah,
Um,
definitely the valet driver.
let's see here. What was I going to say? Oh, how powerful is he?
He's a
How,
he's
I
powerful. I think it even.
physically, as long as he has the staff.
Oh yeah, that's his real trick. Is that he's a decent faith caster. It's the fact he has a couple of artifacts from the consummate gentlemen's that are that help him out
Mhm.
massively.
is he human?
Other,
I think he's human.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Otherwise, I don't think he actually has a lot of power if he doesn't have his artifacts.
I think it might even be a thing that all of the the entire group of consummate gentlemen are humans.
I mean, it would kind of make sense. Some of the richest, most powerful people in the world have collected artifacts over the years.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we did talk about digging up grave sites and everything, and because the Victorians love to do that.
Yep. Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. So,
This is just writing the Victorian book.
I think I think
skill
his
wise, if we're on the NPC scale, we're probably talking, um, we got to make him what, expert?
I think he's an expert at business. Expert when it comes to his social skills, his knowledge skills, and his um social and knowledge. I think are going to be his super high ones. He'll be
I think social knowledge and business end up at expert. I think faith ends up, and this is going to be ugly, almost master, which
hold
that
on, hold
could be
on,
too much.
hold on, hold on. Faith is master unless they separate him from his cane.
So he can't be master then. So he would. So I think we bump social. So expert on the NPC scale is 40/20 plus 25. Proficient is 3d20 plus 15. I think we bump social knowledge and business down to proficient. And then
Um, I
I
say
think
we
we leave
make
faith at expert.
well,
Because master is 40/20 plus 60.
I how about this? He is what's proficient?
4d20 plus 25.
That's proficient, not expert.
No, I'm sorry, that's expert. Proficient is 3d20 plus 15.
What's the level below that?
Competent, 2d20 plus 10.
All right, so he's an expert in faith with the cane. If he is separated from the cane, it's not in his hand. He is competent with faith.
I like it.
Okay, so that brings him down a couple pegs.
But we leave social knowledge and business at expert.
I mean, remember
Yeah.
we're
You know what? I do like this because this does not make him a super threat. This makes him just a normal threat.
which an EIS agency would deal with.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, I can live with that.
This isn't an end of the world bringer. This
No,
is
this your
really
mid level, really. Yeah. Um. All right. Where's my staff artifact? Plus,
It basically just it makes his faith expert.
that's a plus 40 bump. I like it. faith-based skills. And that's when he activates it.
Mhm.
We'll come up with the actual stats for it. That's fine. That's going to be a powerful artifact.
Yeah. It's also going to have a rubber band. The competent gentleman put a rubber band on that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There's a permanent. It goes back to the vault when this person dies.
I think that's going to be the case for all of the competent gentlemen.
Yeah.
They have a vault.
Holy crap!
There's some librarian out there in charge of the vault.
Yep. Just on the evil side, not the good side. Yeah, I dig that.
I'm the evil
this
librarian.
is.
Oh dear God, those late fees.
Have you ever seen the I take it, and I don't know if this is what you were meaning, Daniel, but the show with Noah Wiley, the librarian.
Yes,
I love that.
Yep,
It's
that's
a great show.
an evil version of him.
Yep, exactly.
Oh,
I mean, for just as many good things hunting down the artifacts, there were bad people hunting down the artifacts. So
yep.
I want to make an evil librarian now.
we will.
Where
We are in charge of Victorian.
dude,
Yeah.
throw the
think I was gonna
headquarters throw the headquarters for the consummate gentleman in London. I don't
Of
care.
course.
That's happening.
Yeah. You thought I was going to let us get away without some sort of librarian in our Victorian? You know, I went to library school.
Oh no, we are making the evilest of librarians.
Additional plus 20 to undead abilities. So basically, if he's holding that staff and activates it, it's a plus 60 to any undead faith-based abilities.
Yep.
Ouch. Just saying. Ouch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, that's ugly. All right. Now, Monsieur Dumort is terrifying.
And I love the fact that pretty much everything else he's basically just like proficient in.
Yeah, he's okay, but he kind of has these specialties.
I feel like his name wasn't Dumort, but he just adopted it, and the all rest of us just went.
No, all right. So
whatever, dude.
The consummate gentlemen, when they rise to that position, are given a pseudonym.
Yeah. I'm going to be this. I'm going to be this. I want to be Dumort.
And it's like a pilot's call sign. It's given to them by the rest of the barons. So like, oh crap, you're a necromancer. All right, something with death. Fine, Dumort works. All right. I see that.
Librarian is just a title, though. They have no other name.
Yep.
There's only
absolutely
one.
It's just the librarian. Yes.
Let's not do librarian because we can just call him the archivist.
Ooh, the archivist.
Archivist is.
Archivist.
Yep.
Because librarian is too well known now.
No, I dig archivist. Yep. All right, and that is the title only.
Yep.
There's a title for that, and there's probably a title for the leader of the consummate gentlemen barons.
Yeah, those are two people that completely lose their names and only become those titles.
Oh, I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay. So, the gang. We're going to put these about the equivalent of, where do we want to put them? Thinking about the archetypes. We've got rookie. We've got.
I think that the Joe and Schmo, the muscle.
Yeah. No, I'm not talking. I'm not talking about the minions. Sorry, I'm the Scooby Gang. I can't call them the Scooby Gang. The
machinations.
Yeah. because we've got a lot on the minions for Dumort are going to be, that'll be easy to pop out. They're going to be low to mid level flunkies. It's fine.
Our audience wanted to know if our artifacts are going to magically rubber band back to the vault, or is the archivist going to hunt them down? And I had to
Oh,
Oh
say,
no, I'm with you.
you're
I'm with you on
absolutely
that
hunting
one.
them down.
Yep.
No, it's absolutely
Agreed.
hunting them down.
Agreed.
Like, that's Adventure's writing itself. The good guys trying to keep
Yes.
it safe or get their way, or
Yep.
If this organization survived to the modern age, I just
What do you
want to
mean
imagine.
if? What do you mean if?
Yes. Hey, I'm not putting words in your mouth for your
into your canon.
into your canon without your approval, and us creating an organization
And
in the
it's
Victorian age, and I would have been okay if it got dissolved, if they ended up having to dissolve it or whatever, if it got taken care of. But now I have the most
No.
brilliant story
now
to write.
now we have to write it, and now we have to release more stuff about the freaking consummate gentleman.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
By the way, I have a story for you.
Okay.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love potentially. You might potentially love this or hate
Because
this.
I don't have enough stories to write right now.
The Archivist versus Norbert.
Oh.
Hold on, I can make it better. Who's your firearms person again?
Russell.
Archivist versus Russell and Norbert. By the way, that's parody. That's not
Here's the
Russell
thing.
and Norbert are stronger. That's parody.
Here's the thing is I don't see Russell and Norbert bothering with that. I think at that point, with the way I built him, they just enlist Fred.
Fred's busy.
He would have to be busy because the archivist wouldn't want to take on Fred at all.
Or would they?
Have you read Fred's Taco Box yet? By the way, for those of you who are there, I have a website, oneleggedgm.com. We'll put links eventually on stuff.
Yeah, we need to get that bot going.
We do need to get that bot going. Anyways, if you're a member of my Stump Squad, One-Legged GM Stump Squad, yeah. If you're a member of the Stump Squad, I have a fun short story that is available only to Stump Squad members called Fred's Tacos. It's how he created his taco box, which is a amazing box that showed up in our Restore Core episodes. And it also gives a slight hint at, let's just say, what Fred is. Fred's not human. We all figured that out anyways, but yeah, Fred's not human at all. Anyways, all right, so the Machinations gang. I'm thinking
they're not rookies.
No. What's the level? Veteran is the high. Crap. Where's my
They're
book?
experienced.
Is that one of the levels? I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Book here somewhere. All right.
Yeah, I would say the Machinations gang is probably mid-level. But I think you could very easily run this with a starter team because your end goal is not to unalive the bad guy. It's
right.
to turn the bad guy into the proper authorities.
So I think, let me see where he's at. And it's not necessarily to turn him into the proper authorities, it's to make sure the proper authorities know of him and what he's doing. And by proper authorities, we do not mean the local constabulary. That's going to be someone else that deals with something on this level. So the levels in our archetypes are rookie, practice, seasoned, and veteran. Practiced are 30. They've usually been in their career for where's my archetypes?
Wait, how old is Delphinium?
We never wait, 22?
22,
That
we actually wrote that.
Yeah, we
They
did.
are rookies then.
Well,
Oh,
I wrote
Or-
22 when she started her own detective security agency.
Okay.
yeah.
So this could be a little ways down.
Like 8 years down the road.
Yeah. So let's see here. Where's my list of archetype stuff? Okay, the rookie's been in for about 3 years. Practice has been in for about 8. Seasoned has been in for about
Practiced.
12. Veterans have been in for 20 plus. Practiced, I think, is absolutely it. I'll put that back up there later.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, after all, the villain is powerful, but not super.
Right. And again, they don't have to unalive the villain. They do have to unrealive the zombies, but that's
They're zombies.
yep. So they rely some on physicality. And I think I can see Federico. I can see the Spanish, I can see the Spaniard. He likes a rapier because it's just classy in his mind.
There's no napalm. I have bad news for you, Laura. There's no napalm. There's a severe lack of napalm.
There is
We're a little early for that.
I'm sure they can come up with some alternative.
And
know.
also-
Gunpowder is your friend.
Depending, I was gonna say, and double tapping is not the easiest thing to do right now.
Not with a single action revolver, definitely not. None of the really fun stuff has been invented yet. And by really fun stuff, I mean John Moses Browning, of course, in the 1911, which shockingly was actually patented in 1911.
And was designed for bovine unaliving.
Yep. Just happened to be really good option for the military forces.
Yes. Honestly, yes. Just a good option.
Yeah. Some physicality, but also rely heavily on their intellect and traps. We are so going to give them some serious trap making skills, especially Vestal, the Drayden.
Hmm?
All right. Is there anything else we need to? So, what's the win conditions?
I think win conditions would be
Getting the staff.
Um,
Oh,
surviving
Uncovering-
to uncovering the conspiracy
Yeah.
and relaying the info to
that'd be, at this point, it'd be Section 28.
no, they weren't around that point. There will be some other crap, now I gotta create another.
You did this to yourself.
I did this to myself.
You always do it to yourself. It's how we work.
That's literally how this series and game came about. Yes. Info to the appropriate new government agency. Probably a department of the armed forces.
Mhm.
That's the win condition, is uncovering conspiracy. Bonus if they help take down Dumort, right?
Uh-huh.
Lose conditions. Death.
Lack of function.
Becoming
Yeah.
one of his minions.
Actually, also the lose. I think lose conditions on this one lose their headquarters.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. By the way, one of the most popular sports at that time in the Americas was boxing. So even though Federico is of Spanish descent, he probably is a boxer.
Pugilist.
Yep. Pugilist.
Pugilist. And I believe we already have a martial art named that.
Yes, you do.
I love it. Yes. You know what? I'm okay with that. Dump the blade. Probably we'll have a short blade somewhere, but pugilist.
Yeah, he
Classic pugilist. Yes.
gets to punch some zombies in the head.
I dig that.
Can the bad guys say, and I wouldn't have gotten away with it more for these pesky.
If you're running this as a GM, absolutely must say that. Yes. Anyways, I think that does it for our lovely one shot.
Yeah, there's plenty of space there for us to expand.
There is
Locations.
technically going to be one more, because we meet every other week. There will be one more time that we meet in January if we keep our schedule. We may revisit this a second time and flesh out the consummate
Honestly,
gentleman.
I'm saying that's where we go with the next
Yep.
one.
Maybe consummate gentleman, and maybe we talk about the new government agency that I now am forcing myself to create.
You know what? We can hit the consummate agent since January has been the month of organizations that stand against the darkness.
Yeah.
Maybe we do the for the last month of January we do the last stream of January we do the government organization in the United States for the Victorian.
Yeah, you know what? I like that. So that'll give us Victorian. That'll give you something to refer to in the Victorian London book as well. So, and allow us to play in the Victorian London or the Victorian era here in the U.S. Lots of fun stuff there. Any other questions, thoughts, points of view from our chatters? First of all, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate that. And as I say this, I know that I'm waiting and stalling for you guys to get a chance to type something because there is a delay. I'm cognizant of that. But legit, I love it when you folks show up because it always gets fun.
Mm-hmm.
We really appreciate it. Tell your
It's
friends.
not often that we have to say no to one of those suggestions.
No, we really don't.
And a lot of times it is. We'll use it later.
Or a simple suggestion like a name is literally what caused us to create Mystery Machinations Agency Incorporated. It was absolutely worth it. So who knows where our
Un-
tangents will go.
Unfortunately, it really fell apart when Norbert's younger cousin uh like just no one could stand that younger cousin.
Oh, that's where Norbert's family connects with the agency, connects with this new agency, is through. There we go.
We named him Norbert for a reason.
Yes, we did. Ding ding ding. Now I have the steps. Got it. Cool. Um, and yeah, Amur and Smoketail, thank you both for joining us a lot. Thank you a lot for joining us. It's been awesome. Um,
We're going to attempt to see if we can get Ray to work with Brian doing it this time. Gonna pop up with the music
I
channel.
can't. I've got to bounce
No?
very, very quickly.
Literally, it's 5 seconds.
Well, let's see
Just
if
Ray
I
doesn't
can.
disappear. We put a chat link in the Zoom chat.
Because I look at the Zoom chat while we're. You know me. I don't look at the Zoom chat while
I
I'm doing
literally
this.
just put it this second.
Okay. Let's see
What's
if
our
we've
next
got it.
con? What's your next con?
I am
Byron
going to
Rec. I'm going to be at Byron Rec in first weekend of February. Of all the good stuff there.
This weekend, if everything works out, I with my work van, which it hopefully will. Cold sucks.
Yep.
I will be in at Confusion in Detroit.
Oh, cool. I thought about that. You'll have to tell me how that goes because I've got a couple good author friends who go to that often, and it's a very different con. Very
It's my
different
first
con.
time.
I'm going to be at a little bitty baby con Super Bowl weekend, so it's not worth going
Nice.
out. Just a little college con.
So I'll be at Byron Rec. May be joined by a brand new addition to the booth, who stands about 6 or 6.5 foot tall, maybe 7 foot tall. I haven't figured that out yet. All I can say is hashtag gerbil throat. Agent Nibbles may be joining me in the booth. Fun news, a couple other fun news things. We are yes, Smoketail Byron Rec is the one that's at the south side of down in Byron Center. It's really small. It's a 1 day in February. I'm actually waiting tomorrow. I get the pre-production prototype of the card game coming. Once we get that and once we approve that after Chinese New Year's, then that goes full into production. We may actually have it by either MuskyCon, which is doubtful, or Grand Rapids Comic Con in April. The road trip, the spring fling. So we'll have the card game out, which is really fun. Live stream news. I've been given permission. For those of you who don't know, I do work for another couple other streamers, but one in particular, Luke Hart, DM Lair, who does 5e and Pathfinder 2 videos and stuff. I do a lot of his graphic design and layout stuff for his monthly releases. He has given me permission to, starting for next month's release, live stream me laying out his material. So it'll be you watch how I work the back end doing layout in Photoshop and InDesign, and chatting and chat, and we'll see how that all goes. But I'll post on our Discord server. On our Discord server, I'll post when I'm going to be doing that. It'll be in the evenings. Link wise, I don't have any links up. I need to put some. I think I've got links on the. I do have links on the dashboard, or on the OLGM Twitch page. But the main one is our website, oneleggedgm.com. There you can see everything that we do. if you're a member of Stump Squad, we're adding more and more stuff to that every day. And by the way, that's not a huge investment. That is a one-time $25 buy-in, and you get to become a cool character in an upcoming book or story. You may get a novel on your character, as some have already gotten, or as some others
You'll
have
just-
gotten. You end up getting, well, you end up becoming a writer with a team. Lots of fun
we
stuff.
literally started a Stump Squad. That's all.
Yeah, back then it was special agents.
Yeah.
But back then I had 2 legs. So
But not when I met you.
no, that was shortly after. But originally it was originally I was not the one-legged GM. I was just the chaotic evil GM. I still am chaotic evil, but now I'm one-legged GM. So yeah, lots of stuff, fun stuff coming. Thank you much. We are slightly over our hour that we try to do this, but hey, it's been fun. We have an amazing option. So with that, we're gonna say goodbye. Anything else from you guys? What you guys doing? Anything else?
I think we already
Nope.
discussed most of it.
Okay, let me see if I can start a raid.
Yep.
Maybe.
Yeah. And please share the channel with all your friends, even ones who
Yes.
aren't gamers. We need to get to 50 so we can start working on affiliate.
Even
And
if
Ryan's-
even if they don't watch us, share it because they just have to follow us. We have to get up to 50 followers, and we're close.
we need
So
17
close.
more. Just
Um,
anyone you know.
Let me see.
and then we can
uh,
fill out the hours with the chat. Because like tonight, we've got enough chatters on that, frankly, we would qualify for that. So, Smoketail, see you later. Let's see here. For those of you who are sticking around, let me see if I can actually do the raid. Where did I find that last time? I don't remember.
It was under. Oh, geez, what was it? Raid, Twitch. It is.
Streaming tools. Nope. This is why.
How to use. You found it like in a second the last time.
I know.
Okay.
I don't have a clue.
Okay, it was in your moderating. It's under settings, stream. I think you said you saw the raid now there.
All right. Let's see here. Raids. There we go. That's allow raids. It doesn't tell. How do I actually raid
Wait.
somebody else?
You said you had the raid.
I don't remember. We're going to
Where's
have to
this?
not do it this time.
You don't have the channels up, so I can't do it the short way.
Yeah. Stream, maybe. Stream
Find
manager.
that setting.
I got to find that setting. Wait. Raid channel. What? Hang on.
You think you just found it?
Maybe just found it. So what's going to happen is we're going to raid, and I'll stick around for 2 or 3 seconds, and then I will have to bounce.
That's what people do. Let's see if it works.
See if V.
The average head streamer usually just raids and runs, as they call it.
Cool. All right. So I'm going to start the raid now.
See if we can get it to work.
Nope. Unable
Nope.
to raid.
I
at
guess
this
we have to
time.
be an affiliate. Okay, we got to get
Bummer.
50.
All right. Help us get to 50, folks. Anyways, with all that being said, thank you so much for joining us tonight, and we will see you all later.